Think about strange signs leading to special things. In Israel, some interesting events are happening, and we're trying to understand them. After World War II, Jewish people were scattered. But in 1948, something big happened. A Jewish leader, David Ben-Gurion, said Israel was now a country. This matches what was written in old books like Ezekiel, Jeremiah, and Isaiah, talking about Israel coming back. Ezekiel said in chapter 36, verses 24, that the scattered Jewish people would come back to their homeland. Jeremiah, in chapter 30, said God promised they would return from being captives. These promises are happening in modern Israel, showing that old predictions are coming true. Even though Israel has tough weather and not so good soil at first, they now grow many crops. This matches what Zechariah chapter 8, verses 12 promised about a land producing crops. Israel's success in farming is proof that these old promises are happening. The old stories aren't just in the past, they're still coming true now. Zechariah, in chapter 12, talked about Jerusalem becoming strong and unmovable, even when other nations try to go against it. Now let's talk about something truly surprising: the Third Temple's construction, a revelation catching many off guard. This temple is more sacred than the old ones. Even though it's not built yet, people, especially Orthodox Jews, are excited. It's not just a building, it's a symbol of holiness and worship. Since 1987, the temple movement is getting ready for this big project. Even in today's more secular times, Orthodox Jews are committed to making it happen. They've brought back the Sanhedrin, a religious group overseeing the temple's rules. Their goal is to rebuild the temple according to their religious standards. For Orthodox Jews, rebuilding the temple is more than construction. It's making the world better. And guess what? This aligns perfectly with what prophets like Ezekiel and Isaiah predicted in the Bible about Israel returning to its promised land and building the third temple. These prophets talked a lot about God promising to bring his people back and have his special place with them forever. In Ezekiel chapter 37, verses 28, God says, "Then everyone will know that I, the Lord, make Israel special, and my special place is always with them." God always planned to bring the Jewish people back to their land in his way. After being scattered for so long, this return fulfills prophecies from all sides. In Isaiah verses 43 to 56, God says, "I'll tell the north, let them go, and to the south, don't stop them. Bring my sons from far away, and my daughters from the ends of the earth." Now, you might wonder, why build the third temple when Yeshua is in the true tabernacle in heaven? Well, it's not just about a building. The Holy Temple is like a home for God's special presence. In Exodus chapter 25, verses 8, God says, "Make a special place for me, so I can be with them." Ezekiel saw the special presence leaving the temple, but also saw the future, a forever home for God in Jerusalem. Have you heard of this exciting news from the Temple Mount in Jerusalem? A hidden treasure has been discovered underneath the Al-Aqsa Mosque, a place where Jewish rituals for spiritual cleanliness took place. This is a significant discovery that challenges previous historical understanding and connects different faiths in a surprising way. A British archaeologist named Robert Hamilton found something amazing while exploring a mosque's foundations after an earthquake: a Jewish ritual bath called a mikvah from a long time ago. This mikvah was a big deal for Jewish people to get pure before going to the important Temple Mount. Now, this discovery is not just about old stuff. It challenges what people believed, that there was never an old Jewish temple at this place. It's like finding a missing puzzle piece that changes how we see this special spot, shining a new light on its history and religious importance. It has been reported that Israel has received 5 red heifers from a ranch in Texas. This news has gained attention due to its connection with the prophecy of building the third temple in Jerusalem. These heifers are considered special because they are entirely red and can be used for important rituals in Jewish law if they remain perfect. The heifers underwent a quarantine and will be taken care of until they reach 3 years old, which is when they can be used for special purposes according to Jewish law. An organization called Bama Israel, consisting of both Jews and Christians, helped bring these special heifers to Israel. Byron Stinson, a rancher from Texas and advisor for the organization, raised these cattle. A welcome ceremony was held for the heifers at Ben Gurion Airport, attended by Temple Institute officials and other important individuals. The red heifer is really important. Its ashes are known to purify the Israelites, as mentioned in Numbers 19. Many think seeing a red heifer today means the third temple is coming and Christ's return is near. Traditionally, 9 red heifers were sacrificed since Moses, but none after the second temple's destruction. Rabbi Mayons even said the Messiah would sacrifice the 10th red heifer. Perfect red heifers from Texas arrived on September 15, 2022, fulfilling prophecy and contributing to building a new temple. As per the Mosaic law, a red heifer must be flawless and never worked. Sacrificing a red heifer involves special rituals similar to Christ's sacrifice. Both were without flaws, crucified outside Jerusalem, and cleansed from death, sin, and punishment. Residents of central Israel have been puzzled by unexplained trumpet-like sounds. These strange sounds, called sky trumpets or skyquakes, have been reported worldwide. They are eerie groans or metallic vibrations that can resemble musical instruments and have been heard in the US and Australia. Some people have even reported hearing faint, unclear voices mixed with these mysterious sounds. The book of Revelation talks about 7 angels blowing trumpets to announce important events. Today's trumpet-like sounds are similar to these ancient stories. The trumpets were special, made of bronze and bone. The woe trumpets in these tales suggest troubling events. The Antichrist is expected to arise during confusing and scary times, taking advantage of people's desire for peace and happiness. It is believed that this person will offer deceptive solutions to trick those who rely on human leaders for answers. Therefore, it is crucial for believers to trust the Bible instead of putting their hope in human leaders. The world is becoming increasingly unstable. Luke chapter 21, verses 25. Natural disasters and economic problems indicate that difficult times are coming, as prophesied in the Bible. Those who believe in Jesus are promised safety, but it's important to prepare spiritually. Ongoing conflicts worldwide could set the stage for the arrival of the Antichrist. Pastor Hibbs stresses that Christian teachings guide believers in uncertain times to be wise and not trust empty promises of power. He emphasizes the importance of finding peace and staying alert despite the chance of the Antichrist appearing. Believers must stick to the Bible's teachings and trust its truth to find peace and safety. According to Pastor Hibbs, the coming of the lawless one is a real event prophesied in the Bible. China's president, Xi Jinping, is shifting the country's foreign policy to a more assertive global stance. Jinping's statements, using metaphors and warnings, draw parallels to wars and biblical prophecies, raising concerns globally. To enhance national security, China is upgrading its security system, developing comprehensive risk surveillance and prioritizing data and artificial intelligence security. Xi Jinping's all-encompassing approach to national security includes governance, economics, defense, culture, the environment, and cyberspace. He has made national security a central pillar of Chinese politics over the last decade by enacting laws and regulations to protect against perceived threats. Amidst global changes and geopolitical challenges, Christians can seek solace and guidance from the Bible during uncertain times. Some compare China's military to passages from Revelation 16 that depict a final battle marking the end of the world, raising concerns about their potential involvement in future conflicts. In Revelation chapter 9, verses 13 to 16, John describes a 200 million strong army from the east associated with a dragon. This raises questions about an unprecedented battlefield. Armageddon, a significant historical location, is destined to be the stage for a climactic showdown, according to biblical accounts. The kings of the East, aligned with modern Russia and China, attack Europe with an army of 200 million men, marking the critical turning point before the return of Jesus Christ. Further prophetic dimensions revealed in biblical texts, such as Daniel chapter 11, verses 44 to 43, portray the formation of a 10-nation power alliance in Central Europe. This development is anticipated just before the culmination of world events, with tensions in the Middle East and Europe facing challenges from Islamic nations. As we conclude this exploration of the extraordinary signs in Israel, the tapestry of biblical prophecies comes to life in the modern landscape. The return of the Jewish people to their promised land stands as a powerful testament to the enduring nature of these ancient predictions. From the declaration of Israel's establishment to the flourishing crops, each element aligns with the foretold promises. Join us in marveling at the living proof of prophecies fulfilled. Stay tuned for more captivating insights and explorations. Thank you for unraveling this mystery with us.